Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So now, guys, we're doing the last division of the predictions. We're doing the Pacific Division. Guys, I am so excited for the season to start. I am so fired up. I hope you guys are too. Get something to watch, hopefully go to a game. I don't know. I might go to a preseason game this Wednesday. Might. Probably not, but there is a chance, okay? There's a chance. So at number 8, I have the San Jose Sharks. So, San Jose Sharks, they haven't been a very good team for the last 2 years. I mean, their offense sucks. Their defense kind of sucks too. And they're just mad inconsistent, the Sharks. They're my favorite team, obviously, if you see the channel, the name. But they're really not good. Like, they're sloppy with the puck. And also one thing, their rosters their players are getting older, and also what really is a down thing for us is Evander Kane, for all that ice off drama, he might not even play this year, and he was like our best player last season, and now he might not even play this season because of his drama, off ice issues. And now, yes, we got William Eklund, who I think will be an NHL superstar, and hopefully with the San Jose Sharks, obviously, because he's drafted by them. But I don't know if he's really going to carry the team. It's his first year. I don't know if he's going to really play with them this year. But even so, San Jose yes, they took away Martin Jones, but do I really think that Aiden Hill and James Reimer are enough? No. And their players are getting older. And last season you saw Logan Couture, a guy who you would think would be so good on paper, Brent Burns. These guys played like garbage last season. They weren't the same usual guys, and they're a year older now. Do you think they're going to be better? No, I don't think they're going to be better. And one guy though maybe is Ryan Merkley. He might come in the lineup first season in the NHL and do really good. They add guys like Andrew Cogliano, which is good, but again not big enough in my opinion. Aiden Hill, James Reimer, those are two goalies. San Jose I've been watching them in the preseason, and I saw this part when they were facing Anaheim, and I know it's just preseason, but, okay, so they were on the power play. It was, really the whole, package of the San Jose Sharks, the whole, these, stay NHL players, these ones that usually play for the Sharks in the regular season. It was the power play for the Sharks. It was them versus the Anaheim Ducks defense. The Anaheim Ducks, they're playing defense, and and the Anaheim Ducks defense were players that don't really play for the Ducks. They're trying to make the team. And the team, the Anaheim Ducks, the players that were out there that were trying to make the team, were playing better. They were beating us, the guys who play in the NHL. The ones that play every night. We're literally the ones that don't. We're beating our team in the preseason. I know it's a preseason, but for them to beat us, that is not a good sign. For these players, this on the ice, those players to beat the more experienced ones, how? San Jose their defense is horrible of Carlson and Burns, and their offense, I just really don't like it. They can never generate something too good. So yeah, they're at number 8. Roster getting older. I don't see anything good happening this year. So I think it's another rebuilding year. I hope really that they can get a really good draft pick though when this year's over, but this won't be a good year for them most likely. Number 7.5 is the Seattle Krakens, the expansion team. Now, the Seattle Krakens, some people predict, Seattle, they're going to be like Vegas, be like first place in the division, go to the Stanley Cup final. I don't think that. When it was the expansions draft, when all the players got, drafted for the Krakens, I was like, this roster is not that good. It really isn't that good. And you look at this team on paper, they don't look that good. They got guys like Brandon Tanev, Morgan Geekie, Philip Grubauer, Mark Giordano, guys like the Hayden Fleury. And don't get me wrong, they got players, but I don't think it's enough to make this team like a first-place team, a second-place team, a third-place team. And I know that the Pacific Division is a really weak division, but still, this team, I can't really say too much about the Krakens because I really haven't seen them on the ice. But from their roster, I don't think that they're good enough, and they are an expansion team. So you have to put them more down on the list. So at number 6, I have is the Anaheim Ducks. So with the Anaheim Ducks, Anaheim, they're basically the same team that they were last year. They didn't really get any big players. But the reason why they're more up on the list is because, 1, I see them better than Seattle and San Jose this season. And 2, Zegras and Drysdale. I think that Zegras and Drysdale will be so good this season. I think that they'll be developing a lot. I could see Zegras winning the Calder this year. I don't know if he will, but honestly, Zegras is that type of guy that I would trust. I would totally see him winning the Calder. 100%. 100% I could see him winning the Calder. I mean, I don't think they're going to be a good team, though, this year. Because, I mean, they really didn't add anything this offseason. I mean, they re-signed Getzlaf, which was pretty stupid. So, like, they really, like, they didn't do anything big this offseason. They needed to do something big, I think. So, yeah, but, like, I think with Drysdale and Zegras developing more, they'll be more up on the list. But they still won't be a playoff team. Now, at number 5 is the Vancouver Canucks. Vancouver Canucks, you know, they had a disappointing season last season. I thought they were going to be, like, first place in the division. And, yes, they added guys like Jason Dickinson. But still, I mean, Vancouver, you know, they got Pedersen, they got Quinn Hughes. They got these young guys who are really good. But, honestly, I don't see it with Vancouver. I don't know how to explain it. They got, I mean, yes, they got great guys, but what I saw last season, I don't think they'll be good enough for this season. That's why they're number 5. Number 4 is the Calgary Flames. They don't make the playoffs. Calgary is a tricky team to talk about, but Calgary, honestly, again, disappointing last season. I can't really explain Calgary that much. It's weird. There's like the two teams I'm explaining right now, Vancouver and Calgary, cannot explain them for some reason. It's really hard. What I saw last year with the offense and the goaltending, don't see it generating any more this year. Number 3 makes the playoffs. LA Kings. Oh my gosh. How could a Sharks fan put them at number 3? I know, right? I mean, LA, you know, I've really liked what they've done. I think the rebuild is literally almost over. I don't think it's completely over, but I think it's really close. See, okay, with LA, they got Byfield. They got so many young guys on their team that are developing, getting better. This team has a young staff team, and now also add the young players who are getting better, and then add the veterans like Kopitar, Doughty. And I know they're not amazing as they used to be, but just add that together. I think especially because this division is a really weak division, LA for sure has a chance of making the playoffs. So that's why I have them at number 3. But if they were like in the Metropolitan Division, the Central Division, I do not think that they would make the playoffs at all. But since it's the Pacific Division, I think that the LA Kings will make the playoffs. Number 2 I got is the Edmonton Oilers, guys. Do I have to explain it? Edmonton Oilers, they got McDavid, Draisaitl. That power play is insane with Edmonton. I mean, and plus, guys, they added Zach Hyman to the Edmonton Oilers. I mean, with McDavid adding a Hyman with you guys, with his skill, I think Edmonton is going to be a pretty good team this year. I don't love their goaltending, but still, with McDavid, Draisaitl, and now Hyman, this team has to be a playoff contender, right? So I have them at number 2. I think they'll be at number 2. Now, number 1 wins the division. Like always, I always put them at number 1. The Vegas Golden Knights. We do this every year. I always put them number 1. Why? Okay, but, I mean, do I have to explain it? They got great goaltending with Robin Lehner. Great offense. I love their power play. I think Pacioretty and Carlson are great players for the Knights. I think that they can generate a lot. Vegas, honestly, is a very skilled team. You got to watch out. You don't want to take penalties. They got great defense also with Alec Martinez, Alex Pietrangelo, and Shea Theodore. I mean, it's crazy to think about how when Shea Theodore came to Vegas, we didn't think, oh, he's going to be the number 1 defenseman for Vegas. We're wrong. He's literally amazing. He's a total GOAT for them now, for Vegas. So, yeah, I mean, I really love Vegas' defense. I think they have such strong defense. And, yeah, I think that Vegas' defense is so powerful and strong. And their offense, this team has to be number 1. So, I will go review what I predicted again. At number 8, I had was the San Jose Sharks. At number 7, I had was the Seattle Kraken. Number 6, the Anaheim Ducks. Number 5, the Vancouver Canucks. Number 4, the Calgary Flames, but does not make the playoffs. Number 3, the LA Kings. Number 2, the Edmonton Oilers. And number 1, the Vegas Golden Knights. So that is my Pacific Division predictions for the 2021-2022 season. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll be doing playoffs next. So please like, subscribe, turn notifications, and I will see you guys in another video. Peace.